And we're actually going to stay cool for some time. We are tracking, at least we're a little bit warmer compared to yesterday. We officially reached that high of 61. Today we were sitting in the middle and upper 60s, so there's some improvement. Right now we're taking a live look over Hampton. They're dealing with I'd say partly sunny skies out there, but most of us are dealing with mostly cloudy conditions. I talked about the upper 60s that are here to stay for some time. That's what we're going to be tracking tomorrow for your Friday as well. And then we're going to welcome those temperatures that'll be a little closer to those middle 70s for Saturday and Sunday. But I will say that while we're getting warmer, we also keep chances for rain in the forecast Friday, some on Saturday, and then once again on Sunday, and then things don't begin to really dry out as we head into the following work week there. But satellite and radar for us here across Hampton Roads and Northeast North Carolina, at least the radar is sweeping clear. We do have some rain just north of the Richmond area, south of our viewing area. We're not going to rule out the possibility of getting an isolated shower or two, mainly along parts of Northeast North Carolina. Most of us are going to stay dry, but we're going to increase those chances for rain, especially by tomorrow morning. Temperatures look this way across the area: 68 for Emporia, Franklin, Ahoskie, 69 degrees down in Edenton, 62 degrees at Norfolk International, 60 on Wallops Island, cooler there, and then 61 for the city of Virginia Beach down in Currituck, and also middle 60s for the Outer Banks. The next 9 hours, here's what we're tracking: mostly cloudy skies, breezy conditions, really depending on where you're at, but notice how chances for rain begin to increase, I'd say after dinner time, so we're not going to rule out the possibility of getting a few isolated showers, mainly though along parts of North Carolina and late into the overnight. Most of us are going to be asleep. Temperatures later this evening and by tonight drop into the 50s, so it's going to get relatively cool. So if you have any plans later on, I definitely recommend maybe like a light jacket or just a long sleeve. As we head into the overnight, there's those rain chances, and then as we get into tomorrow morning, we're not going to rule it out for parts of the south side. Some of us are going to be looking at a wet commute going to work or school, whatever it may be, so just give yourself time to plan accordingly. I do expect to get some breaks in between, but notice how those temperatures in the upper 60s, very similar to what we dealt with today. Temperatures drop late tomorrow into Friday morning into the 50s, and then late Friday morning into, I'd say before lunchtime, is when we really begin to increase those chances for scattered wet weather. Notice you're seeing some yellows and some green. We're not going to rule out the possibility of getting a few embedded thunderstorms on Friday. So unfortunately, I know there's a lot going on this weekend. You just want to make sure that you're staying weather aware as well, because we will be, at least parts of Hampton Roads and Northeast North Carolina, will be under a level 1 risk for severe weather. So that just means some of these cells could pulse a little stronger than others, maybe producing high winds, maybe hail. We'll have to definitely see. As we get into Friday afternoon, I do expect some breaks in the wet weather, but coming in once again Friday evening, overnight, and maybe even early Saturday morning. Temperatures then also look to be in the lower 60s. There's that marginal risk I was talking about. This is from the Storm Prediction Center. This is just as of now. This could change later on or even tomorrow, but again, level 1 risk for severe weather on Friday. Beyond that, your 7-day forecast is looking this way. Highs stay in the upper 60s. We increase those chances for rain overnight and into tomorrow morning, and then scattered wet weather comes on Friday. Back to you guys.